Hello everyone, this is Holden Levicki, and this is my first milestone for my online level project for my GAM425 class. For this project, I decided to use the in-game level editor found within N++. This game is a 2D precision platformer that has a fairly limited array of movement input options that the player can use to control their character. However, through these limited input options, there's a pretty good variety in how they actually translate into movement in the game. For example, I'll go ahead and start up the game real quick. I'm the white character down in the bottom right, and if you see, I can jump and land on this sort of springy trampoline block, and the more upward momentum you have, the higher your character will jump when you hit the jump button and hold on to it. So there's a pretty good amount of variety in how to actually translate it into movement. And obviously, as you can see, there is a certain amount of velocity that will end up killing you if you fall too fast on the ground. So for this project, I had a schedule of completing 5 levels, because there's 5 levels in an episode in N++ normally. 1 level each week. And within each of those levels, I also was trying to make at least 5 puzzles in each level, and I wanted to play test and polish at the end of each week on every level as well. So this is the first level that I made. The objective of this game is to get the orange rectangle, which is up in the top left of the screen right now, and that will unlock the exit. And once you reach back once you get back to the exit, you will finish the level. So players that have played this game a decent amount will know that there are certain trap doors and locked doors, and each of the little symbols on the screen here mean a different thing. So the just small squares right above my character right here, if I were to step onto one of those, it makes a little platform, a hidden platform appears, and now you can run and jump onto that platform. And using these, you can unlock different paths to get to the end of the level. So I'll start over. The intended route for this level is to run and jump onto this trampoline that will push you through these blocks that are normally pretty difficult to get through unless you have a pretty good amount of momentum. So that unlocks the first gate that lets you get past. So you see it blocked off this gate here, so this micro drone can't chase you down and kill you, because if you're in contact with it, it'll kill you. Here, I already opened up this platform before, so you know what that does. You can use it to jump up here and unlock that gate. You run and jump over here, and now that this gate is open, you won't die to hitting that ceiling there above you. And now you use this. The thwomp will go down, you go down behind it and unlock the gate, or open the trapdoor that will block it off from covering up the key here. You press that, and that opens up this death ball that can now chase you around, but the next step will be to lock him in a cage so that we can actually get the key without worrying about him capturing us. So we lock him in a cage there, and this is obviously all something that the player will have to do step by step, but because I created the level, I know the exact route. There's a decent amount of thought and preparation that goes into doing it from start to finish if you are not familiar with how the actual route is meant to be played. So, and then that's the final step. You run right past those microbots and go to the exit. So that is level 1. That's something that I worked on mostly week 1. I did a little bit of polish in the next week, or this week, but this is primarily what I was working on this week as well. This is the second level. This is probably not going to end up being the second level in this series, just because it's significantly harder than the first level, and the difficulty scaling is probably gonna not make as much sense if I put it as the second level. So this is sort of a maze slash puzzle room where you go in different quadrants. I've sort of split up the level into different quadrants that you have to navigate and unlock each of the locked doors at the end there. You see in the bottom right there are various locked doors, so you have to run to each of the different locked locations in order to get to the actual exit. So get caught here. So yeah, the micro drones found me, caught up to me, and killed me. So it does take a little bit of practice and a decent amount of planning, because each of the movements in this game, there's or in this level specifically, there's a ghost that follows you. So every move you make, the ghost will mimic. So you see how there's a white shimmery figure chasing after me. If I were to stand still and stop for a few seconds too long, he'll catch up to me and immediately kill me. And so you kind of gotta watch the drones around and move in a way that will let you evade them while also getting to that key in the top right. And I have done a fair amount of play testing in this level, and it is definitely possible right now. It's pretty challenging, and I'll probably have to tone it down just a bit just because of the difficulty level that I'm aiming for this level. So you see the laser there. I just swapped the angle, the direction that I was firing, by jumping through the trampoline. So it's now firing against the wall, and that will allow you to reach the key down in the bottom middle there. And I will go ahead and cheat real quick and move my character over there so I can show you what it looks like. So normally this laser beam will cut off this path. If you walk into it, you won't be able to get the key there and unlock the door. And we'll go ahead and move up here now. There are, I think, 4 or 5 more puzzles in this level. You have the spinning laser trap as well. You have to quickly run, jump, and block off the lasers so that they can't hit you anymore while you have, and that'll give you some time to jump up here, collect these 2 things. And if you notice, I stepped through this door here, and that's to get this 4 drone's attention and drag him over at this corner. And I got the key and the trap door trigger up at the top there to lock him in place. So now if I wanted to go back down and around, I can do that for free and he won't come and chase me. Because normally if you try to get that key with that guy still standing there, there's a laser. If you try to get that key with that drone still standing there, he'll immediately zap you and kill you. So you have to lock him in first before that's safe to do that. And here I'll show you the remaining traps or puzzles as well. Once you block that off, or once you block off the drones up in the top right here, the laser drones in the top right, you can wait for them to do a full cycle and then slip past them. And once you get that key, it will also create a wall that will allow you to come down here and collect this key here. And then you can ride the thwomp up again, get that key. This isn't quite finished yet. I managed to complete all the puzzles that I wanted to get done for the milestone, but this level does still have a little bit of work, but I am pretty content with the amount of work I was able to get done for now. These are a couple of chain gun drones. To get past these, you have to basically bait their fire, and after they've shot once, they won't shoot again for a little bit. So you have to bait them to shoot, run past, get behind the door, and that'll block their line of sight so that they don't shoot you again. And you can just run past again and slip by them. And I think that's pretty much it as far as the puzzles go. Everything else that you see is still a work in progress. I still have a bit to do with this micro drone. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that yet, but I am nearly complete with this level here. And that is all that I have done so far for Milestone 1. Thanks for watching.